What's up, y'all? My name is Will Ledbetter. I'm a 2019 graduate from UNCG, where I was in the Miles Davis Jazz Studies program. So I just want to talk to you a little bit about the upright bass and some of the things I use when I'm practicing. One of the biggest things I've been trying to work on recently is something I picked up from studying with Neil Kane when I took a trip to New York, and that is getting my left hand together. So, as we know as a bass player, this is the shape that we normally take. And what we're going to do is we're going to play like an F major scale, one octave in this cash register. And the goal is to play it, very slowly. But when I move and I shift, my fingers aren't flying all over the place. So when I have like my index finger stopping the string, my fingers aren't like this. They stay just above the string enough so when I'm ready to stop them, is right there, and I don't have to exert a lot of extra unnecessary energy. So this is how that goes. And it's not really about working on the bow per se, so it doesn't have to be perfect. Of course you want to work to making it better and smoother, but the goal is to get your left hand straight. So it's going to be like this. And it really comes in handy when you're playing faster tunes, because it keeps your hand from doing a lot of this, which makes it a lot harder, and actually you just exerting a lot of unnecessary energy. So I'm going to walk a B flat scale one octave, and I'm going to try to do it at up tempo so you can get an example. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. That's that. Now, one of the other things I want to talk about is having dynamic range on the bass. Because yes, we're playing it acoustically, and it's not the loudest instrument that you'll normally have on a bandstand. So you want to be able to have good dynamic range and power from the instrument, but also be able to bring it down too, so you can have ways to go to that stronger energy when it's needed. So one thing that Steve Haynes was telling me about, and we did a lot in our lessons together, was I'm gonna do an F major scale 2 octaves, and we broke it up in like groups of 3. So the first one, you have an accented note followed by 2 unaccented notes, and you repeat that cycle throughout the scale. The second way, you just move where your accented note is, so it would be 1 unaccented, the middle note would be accented, and then the following would be unaccented, and you repeat that same thing throughout the scale and back. And then the last way is 2 unaccented notes first, and then followed by an accented note. And once again, you repeat that. So here's an example of that. So that's the first way. The second way, and then the third way. So you get the idea of that. And that comes in really handy because as a bass player, a lot of times we might be digging in all the time, but when you're like taking a solo or even just walking, you don't always want to be at a full value because you have nowhere to grow from there. So if I'm always doing, the only way that I could get around making it more than that is if I wanted to slap. But at the same time, I don't always want to do that. So I want to be able to do, because this allows me to grow Or as Steve Haynes says, you can sting some notes. Alrighty, so let's hit the shed.